Oh, I am live. I didn't set up the thing, my little intro that always plays, so that didn't show up. I'm so sad. Anyway, I am live, and today we are not doing a face to face. It has been one of those days, and we're just not, and that's okay. I am going to be working on the prompt of the week for this week, so February the 8th through the 14th. I think those dates are wrong. It's supposed to be the 9th through the 14th. I don't know what calendar I was looking at, but I got those dates wrong. Anyway, yeah, so that is, I'm going to be working on an envelope page for my big journal. So let me get rid of that. There we go. And okay, where is everybody today? Like, and nobody's here. Where is everybody? Everybody, where are you? Well, it says two people are here now, so I don't know who else is here, but hello. Okay, so I already created this one. Hi, Lisa. Like, where is everybody? Usually people are here beforehand, so I created this one already, and I'm gonna make one very similar, but it's gonna be decorated differently. And I just wanted to show y'all how I did this and what I'm gonna do differently. It didn't show me the live started. I just had to click. Oh, that sucked. Well, hello. Okay, you're gonna have to tell me your name. Um, Terry. I know that's not your name, but I don't know it because it's your YouTube name that's showing up. So tell me your name. I would love to know what your actual name is so I can try to remember and call you that. And hello. Okay, so is there a lag on your end? Like, am I gonna have to hi Ro? Am I gonna have to slow down? I feel like there's a lag, but I don't know if it's just on my end or not. Okay, so I'm just gonna create this envelope. Now I do have all the things pre-cut because it just takes forever, especially this part. So if you can see Tyretha. Okay. Tyretha. I am gonna try really hard to remember that. It's not too bad. Okay, good. So I want to go around this envelope and I am going to sew it. So I'll be away for half a second to do that. But I wanted to show you how I cut this out. So y'all know I love a template for everything. And these very much a lag on my end, but it's my connection, not you. Oh yeah, because you're not hardwired yet. Why is my camera tripping? Because it's clear, I bet. Anyway, these mats from the Dollar Tree are the perfect use to make templates for stuff like this. So I just put it on here the other way. I put it on here and it was whole when I did it, right? So it was like this. And then I just traced around, cut it out, and then I was able to put it on my cardstock, cut out my cardstock, done. And it matches and it's beautiful and I love it. So that's how I did that one. And then obviously this is just goes on the front. So in this, I just was a scrap left over from cutting this on some side, and I'm just going to put it on the inside. So what I'm going to do now is, hi Amanda, go ahead and ink these up. And then we will put it together. How's everyone doing today? Hi, Ange. How is everyone doing today? So I was looking at my Fitbit because my daughter texted me. So my daughter texted me earlier. She's like, hey, I saw y'all walking. Good job. And I I texted her back. I was like, I don't know who you saw, but I assure you it was not me or your daddy. It's too funny. And so she just texted me. She's like, yeah, I just saw him again. The people she thought was me and her daddy. Like, am I that unremarkable? I just look like any old person walking down the street. So this is these both are going to go into my giant journal that I am making. So once I get this one made, I will show y'all how it's going to fit into the giant journal. I'm okay, but freaking out about tomorrow getting a tooth pulled. I am so sorry. That's no fun. I don't like the dentist. Last time I had a tooth pulled, I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth taken out all at one time. That was a thing. Okay, so I'm just doing this. So, Tyretha, where are you from? Where do you live? What brought you to my channel? Because I think you're new here. I haven't seen you on the live before. Not to put you on the spot. Sorry if that's putting you on the spot. I'm terrified of the needle. Yeah, I get that. I just close my eyes, wince, hold onto the chair for dear life, white knuckle the arm of the chair. But, I do the same thing when I fly. So there you go. Somebody asked me the other day if I ink everything, and the answer is yes. And the main reason is, even if I'm not trying to make it look older or distressed, I don't like the white core showing, and all the cardstock has a white core. So I very much just like to hide the white core. All right, so what I did with this one is how did I do it? Okay, I need to stretch this envelope out. It just needs to not be so stiff. There we go. There we go. That'll make it easier. So I just took my scotch because I am going to be sewing. Hi, Allie. Florida. Okay. Sunny Florida. Now, I am only going to put a strip of glue down the middle because I am going to sew it. I don't want glue where I'm going to be sewing because I'm not giving it enough time to completely dry. And if you sew over glue, even glue stick, it will gunk up your needle and you'll regret it. So I'm just putting it down the middle because I just need to hold it there. All right, now this one. Okay, so this is attaching at the top. This one is going to attach at the bottom. So it's going to flip open like that. And I just need to make sure I pay attention to how things are positioned. So when you look at the journal, it is correct. Doing the same thing with this. Okay, so I am just going to go in the middle, not around the edges, because I will be sewing the edges. I just love the way that it looks, and it just gives it a little more flair. Don't forget to like the video. Yes, please. Please like the video. Hi, Sylvia. Have I missed anybody that's come in? So I did realize, I was thinking the other day, why in the world do I not have very many people on my lives anymore? I used to have a lot more, and it has gone down. Well, I realize why now. There's at least 4 junk journalers who do live sales on Monday at the same time that I'm doing mine, doing this live. So I guess everyone's over there buying up gorgeous vintage items. Okay, so I have a trick. I was trying to figure out how in the world I am going to sew this around this part of the pocket because I am not a seamstress. I struggle big time with that. And I figured it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just sew this. I'm not sewing anything on it. I'm just going to sew around it, and then we're going to glue it on. And no one's going to know any difference whether or not it is sewn on there or not. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? All right, so that is what I'm fixing to do. I'm fixing to sew this one. Now, I will be away from here for a few minutes until I get this sewn because my sewing machine is on the other side, and I don't have a way to hook the camera up over here. So y'all can talk amongst yourselves. Throw some questions in the chat so when I come back, I can answer them. You know, all the things. And if I can remember how to do this. And I don't even know if y'all are going to be able to hear my sewing machine. Sometimes you can hear things. And other times, now it's being really loud. Where is the thing? Okay. Woo, that took a hot minute. All right. That's smart. It sounds like it's dying. Is your no, it's not. I don't know what it is. I need to look it up or maybe text my sister because she sews. I don't. It sounds like a telegraph machine. Okay, so I'm going to trim that off. I know there's some people who like it hang. I don't. I don't like that look personally, but that's a me thing. Okay, so I'm not going to glue it on yet because I need to sew this on. I'm just going to sew around it, which in essence, when I sew the top of this, it's going to sew that as well. And I'm sorry, y'all can hear my dying sewing machine. And I would have done this before, but I wanted y'all to see what it looked like beforehand. No, get off. Okay, all done. Sounds like someone making Jiffy Pop. It is just, I can't even. I need to figure it out though, because I don't need to be in the middle of sewing a project. Oh no, I did it right. I was like, oh my god, it was upside down, but I forgot it's flipping up. So it will be, that is correct. Okay, so now all I'm gonna do is see how it sewed that also. Now it is the backhand of the stitching. I don't care. Like, it's very cool looking to me regardless. So I'm okay that that's the back side. All right. Now I'm going to get my Crafter's Pick glue because it's a little bit heavier duty than the Art Glitter glue. This is my solution to what is that nasty glue? Fabri-Tac. Oops. Because it works just as well, if not better than Fabri-Tac. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now, you may hear a lot of noise in a minute if my husband's home. Him and my son went fishing, and so they're going to come in true typical form, ask me 10,000 questions, even though I told him I was going to be on live. But that will not stop that from happening. So if we get interrupted, my sincerest apologies. Okay, now we're going to let that dry a bit. So that is going to go like, yes, like that. Now this is the postcard. Now I put this in the middle of the other one. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do to the side. Let's just be different. and create something a little bit bigger on over here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I hope they caught a bunch of fish. He said no. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay, not that big of a bit. Is that okay? Or you know what? That's not too bad, right? That's pretty good. As long as I keep it up here where y'all can see. He said they only caught like 4 or 6. I don't remember. I mean, the weather, but you know, he's retired. My son was off, so why not? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna offset this one. I am gonna use art glitter glue for this one. I thought about, you know, making it a pocket or whatever, and I'm like, it's so close to the edge. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna. Okay. I'm gonna glue this down. All right, and what I have done is I've got all my scraps, but the stuff that I'm using, I'm putting in these little bags. And if it's like bigger pieces, I'm putting it here. So these are the little ones. So let's see. Let's see what we have that is vertical. That's too tall. That's too tall. So I have some scrapbooks that scrapbook paper pads that I've been digging into. And that's where these items have come from. Trying to use what I have. So this will pull in the yellow. I really don't want the bee, but I want what kind of pocket? I need, and I can make a pocket out of something else. I can make it out of this vellum if I wanted, which is what I might do, because everything I have so far is just too tall. So let's make a vellum pocket. Have that scrap. To put these in. That's the same color. I mean, I'll do the B because the yellow, and I'll just kind of put it like that. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just being weird. Just being weird. All right, get all in here. And I am doing my darndest to stay organized and clean. I have been working my tail end off trying to organize this rather small space, but I act like I have an entire storefront, and I don't. Okay, trying to see. All right, so I can do that, or I can do that. I'm going to do this one, and I'm just going to cut there. It's a bit long. Now, hindsight's always 20/20, and I could have waited and sewn it, but y'all know I don't plan that far ahead, so I'm going to cut it there. Oh, geez. I don't even know if these are going to fit in there. It's going to be tight. Okay, I know what I'll do for that. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Right? Because that's what we do. We just figure stuff out. So I'm going to bring it down. All right, so I'm going to cut it right about here. Now, what I have found does work the best for my vellum is double-sided tape. I just have to remember which drawer I put it in. Here, I'm setting this over there now since I'm done with the sewing machine. Okay, so I get the skinniest double-sided tape because I know exactly where the tape is. Whereas glue, it smushes out and it smushes out uneven, so it makes it a little more difficult when you are adding elements to it. But see, already this is taking up a lot of pocket space, so I'm going to have to do something different. Those are not going to fit unless I cut the tag itself out and not have it on that square, which I might do because I can, right? Okay. Let me burnish these a bit. And nobody asked me any questions while I was over there sewing my little heart out with my very noisy sewing machine. I know I'm doing this in the most difficult manner possible, but we're getting it done. See, on this background, I don't really see the tape that much, which is really good. But these, see how they're not going to fit now? But if we use these as a tag, we'd end up cutting this off anyway. It was just in the book this way. You just have to adapt. That's what I do all the time. I just adapt. I adapt what I'm doing. Now this I was using strictly for the yellow. So I am not going to use this one now. And I don't think in there I have anything small enough, but in my scraps, I'm trying to see. See this one be perfect tag, and I'm just gonna do that, and there we have it. It's a scrap and now it's a tag. So there we go, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Kind of just alternate that so you can tell. Okay, now I may add more to this later. I don't know. Right now I may wait until I get it in the book. We were just praying for you. That's so funny. That's y'all are hysterical. So once I get it in the book, I may determine it needs this, that, or the other. But right now, I am not doing anything. Now, this was the cluster I made on the last live. So I'm going to look through my clusters to see if I have anything I can use on here, my pre-made clusters. So I'm just going to pull some and then we'll see how it goes. That one I know is too big. Meh. That's kind of cute. And I know this doesn't have yellow, but the other aspects do. So that's a maybe. That's a no. Oh, that's a maybe. Oh, here's one that has the same type of butterfly. It needs to be re-glued. Okay, so you see the theme? Got some pinks going on here. That's a maybe. Oh, that one's cool. And I used one of those things again. That square. So that one's kind of cool. All right. So those are what I have, or I can make another one. I'm a thinking. I really kind of like that with. So I remember in here, I had. No. I'm sorry. Let me get up here so y'all can see what I am doing. Where is. No. I swear there was a longer pink one. Am I just making stuff up? I guess I'm making stuff up. Maybe it was this I was thinking of. Okay, now that I have a ginormous mess on my desk, which I'm supposed to be avoiding, because my thought was I could take this and add it. Oh, maybe. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, that's it. That's what we're doing. I'm going to put it right there. That is amazing. Okay, so let me put these back in my cluster box. Okay, clusters, and then gotta pick these all up. So I have this, and then I did a pocket. So let's look and see what we have for a pocket. Okay, none of these because they're too big. I don't know. Or maybe I should just put that in the middle. And no, I'm gonna add something. What do we any suggestions? Any thoughts? No. Trying to see if I actually had a smaller cluster. That is not really a cluster, but that would make a. Oh, maybe I should do a pocket here and a pocket. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a pocket here and a pocket there. Rule of 3, right? And I can put these in said pockets. I think that kind of pocket would be too big, but I can put those in there and add one of those. As I'm cleaning them up, I'm just like, okay, and we'll add that and we'll do this. I may do those two and not the yellow, and we'll do that and that. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So then I'm just going to get my scraps out to make the pockets. Now I can pull from a bunch of other stuff, but I'm really trying to use up the scraps before I create more scraps. And if I need to go get some, obviously I can. That's my journal, my rules. I may do this green. There are 2 different greens. I actually like this one a bit better. So if I cut it in half, plenty of room. So that I'm just going to fold it. That is massively crooked. Okay, can y'all hear that obnoxious noise? If you can Which paper pad did you get these from? Those are some cute elements. Okay, these elements, I'll show you when I'm done with all of this. Just remind me and I will pull, I have them all pulled already, and I'll show you what paper pads I am currently using for this entire journal. But I want to say the little elements are from the Tag. It was called Tag's paper pad that I got at Joann's. But it was Park Lane. And then I'm also using the postcard paper pad and some other ones. Okay, let me put these back. Ooh, and then I'm going to pull out. No, I'm not. I'm going to have to find something else for the fronts of these. But I can't. Okay, so if I put that there, right? I think it's going to have to be a wee bit smaller. So if I'm going to measure without a ruler, because that's apparently what I'm doing. I'm going to cut it right there. Let's see. I will just make it even. Okay, right about there. Okay. So I'm put that one there. And if I cut this one down to the same size, then I should be able to stagger them. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to have to find something pink to put on those, and that's okay. Now we are going to round the corners. And I've been, decorating with this color, and I've learned that, and only if you have it. Don't run out and buy a bunch of stuff just because I use it or whatever. I mean, if you want to do whatever you want, but don't feel the pressure. There's no pressure. Like I said, I ink because I don't like that white core showing. So if you put this down, you very much see the white core, and I don't like it. So I found that frayed burlap is very, very close to the color of this paper, so I have been using the frayed burlap. It's a nice green. It's very a vintagey green. I would say it's like an olive green, but only the dark green olives. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop talking. It is a wee bit darker, but that's okay. It just gives it that, distressed look. And it definitely hides the white core that I just do not like. Okay, put that back on the bottom so I don't have stuff floating around my desk. All right, now I want to figure out what I'm going to decorate these with first. So I'm going to grab oh, good gravy. I'll show y'all what I'm laughing at here in just a second because this whole thing fell apart. Did this one fall apart too? Not yet. All right, so you'll know that I organized a lot of my die cuts in these old photo albums, and apparently it is just came apart. So it's okay. It's still in the rings. I don't think I want the flowers or the butterflies or the birds. I think I want something a little different. That'll look weird. Because I have all of these like tags and different things in the back. So I have some reddish letters. I think we can just build something, right? I don't want them to be the same, or do I? Do I want them the same? Do I want these to be decorated the same or decorated different? Y'all tell me. The same or different? Different. Okay. So I'm just going to pull some different, I know y'all can't see everything and I'm very sorry for that, but I am going to pull some different pink and red elements and see what we can come up with. They don't all have to be pink and red. I kind of like the angle of this one. Okay, Stephanie, stop trying to use your nails as tools. They are not tools. They are beautiful decorations. Okay. That really does stick to it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more. Let's see. Okay. Let me do this one. Oh, what's in here? Anything of interest really quick? Oh, look at that. First thing off. Oh, and then this one. Okay. All right, I'm not going to pull any more. If I can't figure out how to decorate it with these, then I have serious problems. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Amanda. Okay, so that's too long. All right, I really like the telegram. That's perfect. Telegram. And it doesn't have to be straight. Let's do that. And what can we put across the bottom? Actually, I can put that right across the bottom. Just cut it off. And that is that. All right, this one, I want this. And that with... maybe not that. I don't know if I like that. We'll see. This, that, and that. Okay, that's it. If I think about it too long, I'll freeze and I just can't. So it's going to look good when it's all done. I just have to have faith in the process. All right. Oh, I am going to, do I want to do the frayed burlap or vintage photo? Vintage photo. Because that's what the other elements are. So I was like, where is it? Any special plans for Valentine's Day? Not a one. We have never done anything. We're just not holiday people. We just haven't done anything ever for Valentine's Day with each other. And I'm 100% okay with that. I mean, he has sent me flowers, but I don't expect it and I don't care. Because I guess we're at the age and we've been married for so long. If there's something we want, we just go get it. We don't have to have a holiday, and we love each other every day. So it's so funny. It was Kayla and I were talking today. We went, she had her doctor's appointment, and then we went to Hobby Lobby so I could get some texture paste. And it is incredible how much things have changed, because nowadays, even if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you're still expected to make this big production of asking them to be your Valentine. And I'm like, okay, but who else is going to be your Valentine? Like, that makes no sense to me. She's like, it's tradition. I said, no, it's not. It's a made up thing that your generation did. Like, no, that's not tradition. Not any tradition I know about anyway. Basically, it was be my Valentine if you wanted to ask someone you really liked out, but y'all weren't an item. Because if you're already an item, what are you asking for? To me, that's just a given. That'd be like if Kenny doesn't ask me to be his Valentine, what? Then I'm going to go be a Valentine to somebody else? No. Ridiculous. Anyway, I digress. We usually celebrate the day before Valentine's Day. Just go out to dinner. Usually, other than that, we don't celebrate it. Yeah, it's that's another one of those commercialized things. I mean, I don't care if people celebrate it. You do you. I just don't. Okay, so that is one pocket. And this is another. And then I was asking her, I was like, okay, so what about the people who can't do these giant productions of things? You know, what about the kids who don't have money? Like, I don't know. I just think it's become too much. Like the whole homecoming thing, OMG. I just can't. And maybe it's not that way in every state because Texas is, well, it's Texas and, you know, go big or go home and everything here is big. But it is I remember your boyfriend or someone would say, hey, you want to go to homecoming with me? Oh, yes, that would be great. It happened in school, in the hall, between periods. Or maybe if you had a class together or at lunch, right? And that was it. There were no signs. There were no, it wasn't a production. It was, you got asked and you went. That was that. It is crazy to me what it has turned into. Okay, y'all are really quiet about all of my yapping going on over here. What are y'all's thoughts? And what if you do a big production and they say no? That's like asking someone to marry you and they say no. That's craziness. Pure craziness. All right, these pockets are done. Okay. Did I even glue that down? No. Now, this is a cluster. I'm not going to make it a pocket. It's too tall, and I don't want stuff going in and out. So let's go ahead. Oh, I didn't glue that down either. Okay, we're going to just do a bunch of gluing. There it is. we didn't have social media to make videos for stuff. That's why our days were boring. I don't know if they were boring or not. I don't think I would be a very happy teenager at this day and age, because I'm not a production person. And if that's what it takes to, I don't know, feel fit in and all of that, no, I didn't fit in anyway. I was a misfit. I was not a popular girl. I barely talked to anybody. Oh, wait, nothing in my life has changed. I did have a few friends, but if you could even call them that. And again, nothing has changed. That's funny. I didn't even think about that until I said it out loud. I think it's a bit much now. It's like proposing. It's supposed to be simple in high school. Yes, I feel the same way. And we didn't catalog all of our moments. I would have hated growing. Oh yeah, me too. Or have gotten banned as a teen. I can see that. Okay, I can't forget these are pockets. Yeah, it's a mm-mm. I mean, the most we were influenced by our parents, commercials on TV. If you had cable, then and you could watch MTV, then that, but that was way later. I mean, we weren't influenced by a lot. And we really didn't let our parents influence us because, ew, adults, they don't know anything. So, okay. And then I'm going to put that and that. Oh, this may be too tall. So I don't want it to. Yeah, it's too tall. Dadgummit. Okay, I have this. Let's find some different. I mean, they're different. Oh my gosh, stop talking. Blah 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 blah. I've been tripping over my tongue a lot lately. I had been in so much trouble if we had social media back then. The dumb kids post everything. Meanwhile, we were in the middle of a field dying on the weekends. Oh yeah, crossing railroad tracks, playing in the woods. Nobody knew where we were. It was great. Okay. The fake cigarette candies and cigars that puff smoke. Oh my gosh, yes. But I didn't need those to influence me. Both my parents smoked, so that was already there. Oh, that's nice. It's green and it ties in. You just put this little thing in there. You know, that's kind of boring now that I look at it. So we'll take that for something else. Let's liven this up a bit. How about that? Yes. Okay. Think long, think wrong, right? That's my saying. Okay. Now that those are in there, that's decorated. That has something in it. So now I'm gonna quickly put this stuff up and pull out the big book. I should have put more glue in this, but I just need to, because that book is ginormous and I don't have a lot of space for it to open up. So, all right, I'm putting these. Nope, these go in the small one. This will go in here. And then, because I'm putting stuff in pouches when I work on a project, it all goes in a drawer that is dedicated for this particular project. And so it really does make it so much easier. I'm thinking I need to go over this though. Okay. Oh no, what is that? What is that not folding? Oh, I think I didn't put it down far enough. That's okay. Yeah, anyway. All right. Good. Now I haven't put anything in here yet. That's a whole nother process. Something else that I will work on as far as what I'm going to put in there. But let's go grab the book. Okay. Okay, thank you. I won't forget. Okay, so this is the book, and I've already created one thing. Don't look at that because that's a video that's coming out. So, but I did. This is the base. Okay, so the base is going to be glued on here, and then all of these elements are going to be on the base. That way y'all can kind of get an idea. This video is coming out this week on this. So y'all have to watch the video. All right, I said this is coming up from the bottom. I don't want y'all peeking at that. There. No peeking. Okay, this is coming up from the bottom, so I'm going to glue the flap under it. That is going to go up like so. And then this one is, oh, you know what? Let me zoom out a bit. Okay, not that much. Good gravy. Okay. And then this one, I just want to make sure before I do it. This one is going to be like that. And I really need them to be even when I glue them. Okay, so that is what it is going to look like. I love that butterfly with the pearls on it. I know, this is what I did last Monday. Okay, so I am going to, first and foremost, so again, the Dollar Tree cutting boards, I've decided this is going to be my glue book, my glue board, whatever. I can wipe it off. It's see-through, so y'all can see whatever I'm doing. And it's just handy, and there's no glare. Okay, so no peeking. Okay, that is going to be plenty of space. Squish it down. Now this I didn't do in a video, so I'll show y'all what this is here in a minute. Okay, squish that down. That flips that way. Now I'm going to have to flip this upside down or turn it towards me. Okay. And glue it. Okay, let me make sure this is lined up. Okay, good enough. Okay. Get it to the edge. Okay. All right. I can move that now. So this is going to go on the inside. So cheap, so easy. Yeah, a reason, and there's no glare. I mean, if it gets really bad, I literally just take it to the sink, wash it up, and be done. Okay, so this is what it's going to do. This is going to flip up, and then we will have, a big journal card and stuff in here. And then I have these little tags that I made right there that you can journal on. Well, I need to keep that flipped up. And then this one will flip down. We have extras right here. This will flip down. We have, see, it's so big. We have that there, and then we have all the extras, right? So when it's all open, this will flip up, and then you have journal space underneath it. So you flip that down. It's very pretty. It's the vellum that I used, I want to say last Monday. And then I just glued a ledger page down because I don't want to make this too bulky, but I want it to be usable. So that's like a hidden writing space. And then I will have one more flip out from here. And that will flip over the top. So you will have, and this is going to get decorated. And then the flip out that I have here will flip over on top or under. I don't know exactly which way it's going to go yet, but both of those will also be decorated. And then that's going to go in the very front of that book. I'm actually going to put it in there right now, just because it's just so easy to keep up with. And then I did, because I can't glue it in until I have all the flips. So I have to finish this one before I can glue it in. And then once it's finished, then I can glue it and everything. So I have been using this paper clip just to keep it in there and all together. And it's already like filled out to where it's a little more open. And then I will be creating something for this side as well. I'm super excited about this book. Okay, so that is the finished product, and I will reach behind me and grab the paper pads that I pulled for this book. So you can kind of get an idea. One of the books I will use is the preserved paper. So you notice I have whatchamacallit, little stickies on there. And I may or may not use all of the pieces. I don't know, but I did flip through. And are you going to spin to win for this journal? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Vintage Memories is another one. And again, I just kind of flipped through and picked the pages that I thought would look good. So this has a lot of the elements that I really like. I'm thinking this would be a great like journal page, because it also has on the back, it has like the faux ledger look. So I picked that one. And this one is where I got some of those elements from. So some of those elements that I showed you are from the Vintage Memories. And this is the, what does that stand for? I forgot. Hang on. Where's the back of this one? What does that stand for? I don't remember what it stands for. I don't know. I do know that I got these at Joann's, but I have found some of this brand, um, on other places on the interwebs. I also love this page, so I will probably be cutting out some of these elements as well for the journal. This one also, like, these are just really good elements that you can use for pockets and all kinds of things. And then I just love the look of this one. It has the pinks, it has the yellows. So this was just paper that I pulled, and I already used this once. I don't know if I'll use it again, but it's there. Oh, I want to remember or figure out what the name of that one is, because you can search it by that name. So this is that tag stack I was telling you about by Park Lane. And I'll just do a quick flip through. It is like tags and journal cards. I'm not using those. But this is just all kinds. And I did label this one as a maybe. And this is one that I already cut out and used. You can see those right there. And those are gorgeous. I thought maybe those would go too. I just wanted to go through them and kind of pick the ones that I thought might be good. And I think that's it. I mean, there's a lot of gorgeous things in here, but not what I am looking for this particular journal. But I mean, these are amazing. Like if you're doing a recipe book or anything like that, a kitchen one. Anyway, that's that one, the tag stack. I did not pick any from here because I know I can use any of these, right? This is the Tim Holtz paper stash. Is that what it's called? No, wallflower. So it's the wallflower. So I know I can use any of those, so I didn't go through. This one I got at Ollie's. It was a Park Lane, and it's just neutrals, but that's where I got those green ones from that I was using. It's just great to have for a base for things. So I got that one, and then the postcards. Now you can do we see a theme on what this book is? There's a lot that I picked from the postcard one. Not that one though. And believe it or not that one. I did pick this one as a maybe. And again, I may or may not use all of these. I already used this one. That was the base for those two envelopes. So I've already used that one. Trying to see where's the next one I picked. This one. Those are going to be perfect to cut out and use. And then this one also, same reason, cutting them out. And you can use these as journal cards because this is what's on the back. And you can definitely, look at that. So I didn't pick those. I did pick these. And again, I may or may not use all of these. And I did pick those. Like, look at those elements. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. I picked that one. I already cut some of those out. Which ones did I use? I used two. I used this one and that one. I don't know. I used one of those for the fronts. And then this is the elements that I already used in one of them. So those are the paper stacks that I am using for this journal. And again, I got all of these at Joann's. What is let me see. Is there another one that I might be able to? DCWV. I think I had to look it up on the internet. But yeah, if you visit the dcwv.com, you might be able to find some of these paper packs there. They were sold at Joann's, but you might be able to find them on the interwebs. So that is it. That is what. Hi, Deborah. Yeah, I'm sorry you are late, baby. I already finished everything. But you can go back and watch the replay. It is absolutely stunning and gorgeous what I created tonight for that ginormous journal. So I used my sewing machine and everything. I was getting on it. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you like the live. If you haven't subscribed, do that. Also, if you're not part of the Facebook group, that is where all of the prompts are every week that I will be doing, and you can work on them with me or not. Oh, and real quick before I forget, next Monday, I am not doing a prompt. Next Monday, I am actually going live with Miss Deborah, Moonbeam Designers. We are going to be doing a collab together. I have a video that I will put up on Wednesday so y'all can see exactly what we're going to be doing. So make sure that you stay tuned and you do all the things for that video. All right, guys, y'all rock. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And until next time, y'all have a blessed week. Bye.